And we welcome you inside American Airlines Arena after the Heat's 107-86 victory over the Brooklyn Nets in Game 1 of their Eastern Conference semifinal series. Barry Jackson along with Joe Goodman. I think not many people believe that we would see a repeat of the regular season with the Nets running through the Heat as they did, winning 4 times in the regular season. But a 21-point win, does the margin of victory tonight surprise you, Joe?
Shocked me. I thought the Heat was going to lose tonight after resting for 7 straight days. You know, the Nets were fresh after their 7-game series against the Toronto Raptors, but you know, it was the Heat who found that quick early rhythm, and you know, a lot of the players were really surprised after the game that they were able to find that rhythm so easily, especially, you know, because of the long break.
It seemed like we didn't take much time off at all as far as our rhythm. 10 turnovers, 22 assists, that's right in our wheelhouse. 52 points in the paint. I mean, that's us playing basketball. We didn't get to the free throw line a lot, but we got into the paint, and you know, to have 8 days off from playing a game, I feared the rhythm, but I don't have to fear it anymore, I guess, after the way we performed tonight. You know, and it's a good step in the direction we want to keep going in.
We saw the Heat struggle so much offensively against Brooklyn during the regular season. Miami averaging only 94 points a game against Brooklyn during the 4 games this season compared to 102 points per game overall. But tonight they were terrific offensively, shot 56% from the field. LeBron was on his game, an efficient game from Miami's backcourt. And you have to like what they did in the paint. Total domination tonight in the paint of a Brooklyn team that really had held the edge in the interior against Miami during the regular season.
You know, absolutely. 52-28 is what the Heat outscored the Nets by in the paint. A huge key to the game. Also, another big factor, they limited turnovers. They only had 10 turnovers tonight. They averaged 15 turnovers against the Nets during the regular season. That was a major factor.
Indeed. The theme in the Nets locker room afterward was we have to be more aggressive offensively and better defensively. From an offensive standpoint, Kevin Garnett noted that Brooklyn's starters had no free throws except for 2 by Sean Livingston. And from a defensive standpoint, Paul Pierce and the other Brooklyn players said they simply were not sharp enough, not quick enough in their rotations, allowing too many layups. And one point Kevin Garnett made is that if Miami's going to be able to get into the paint for layups, they at least have to foul. They didn't feel they fouled enough either. What was the general tone in the Heat locker room afterward, Joe?
Jubilant. No, actually, like I said, they were pretty relieved that they were able to, you know, hit the gas so well early on in this series. The first quarter, you know, the Heat found their rhythm early, and you know, one thing I wanted to point about Kevin Garnett, this is the first playoff game in his career that he hasn't scored any points.
That's right, 139 career games, first scoreless postseason game for Garnett. Afterward, he said there are vulnerable areas in the Heat's defense that we can compromise. Where they are, we'll have to wait and find out. A couple of other things tonight I want to mention, Joe. Ray Allen's renaissance, very encouraging. He struggled with a shot throughout the Charlotte series. This has been his worst year from a percentage standpoint from three-point range, but he found his touch tonight with 19 points. And what do you think of Spoelstra's decision to reinsert Battier in the starting lineup against the Nets' small front court? He opened against Joe Johnson, but he could have easily defended Pierce as well.
He had to do it. It was the no-brainer decision to sit Udonis Haslem and go small with Shane Battier. Stretch the floor at the 4 position. Battier, to his credit, after taking off an entire month, basically came in, hit a big 3-pointer to begin the game, and from there he was on a roll.
Battier played only 2 minutes in the Charlotte series. You have to admire this team's professionalism, with guys not playing much at all for long stretches and then coming in and contributing. We saw that previously with Udonis Haslem and Rashard Lewis and James Jones in late March and in April, and tonight we saw it with Shane. Game 2 here will be on Thursday night before the series shifts to Brooklyn for Game 3 on Saturday and Game 4 on Monday. For Joe Goodman, Barry Jackson, thanks for joining us.